solo from Guitars Cadillacs, played by Pete Anderson for Dwight Yoakam on his earliest album. Was it Guitars Cadillacs or Hillbilly Deluxe? One of those albums, I can't remember. But I'll give you a little guitar lesson, show you how to play both solos, the first one and the second one. They're both very iconic guitar solos. So we're in the key of A. My name is Monroe Goodman, by the way. And this is my beautiful Bill Nash 52 vintage Telly, and playing through a Fender Deluxe Reverb, one of the the newer models, which is a great workhorse of an amp. And if you got it dialed in correctly, it sounds really, really good. And I got a whole myriad of effects. I got a compressor, slapback, echo, and reverb on this. So get that sound. All right, so the very first Dwight Yoakam solo on Guitars Cadillacs goes like this. And that's it. So break that down for you. So in the key of A, so the first solo is slower, which that's not right. All right. So we're just on the second and fourth fret here, sliding into that. That ain't right. No. Slower. Now I'm gonna play it really, really slow so you can get it. Like that. So using a lot of sliding along there. I pick with, you can pick however you want to, with just a pick, or you can use thumb pick or whatever. I use hybrid picking, where I use my pick and my two middle fingers, ring finger and middle finger the most. On this one, I'm basically just using my middle finger and my pick on this one. There's not a lot of banjo rolls in this. It's just like getting that chicken picking sound with using the meat of my middle finger and my pick and my thumb and first finger. See there, I'm using on those notes, I'm using the finger underneath. Yeah. So I'm always using the middle finger, getting that poppy sound on that. I like to think of it when I'm playing these notes, whatever string is on the bottom, I'm using my middle finger to claw up on that, and then using the pick on whatever the string is above that, because mostly this whole song is played in 2-string intervals, I'm using my finger on whatever the bottom string is. I'm playing like in 2-string pairings, and whenever I'm doing that, I'm trying to use the middle finger underneath to get that pop sound on it, chicken picking sound. So yeah, the first part of it is all in the first position here. I guess it'd be the second position on the second fret. You can see there. with my third finger on the second and third string, sliding in on the third string. So sliding into the 9th fret, hitting the 8th fret with my on the second string, using my claw finger, and then sliding back from the 9 to the 7 on that third string. And then, so that's that little section. And then sliding up from the first string, not the first string, first fret, onto the second fret on this third string, playing the A note there. So that's the first solo, guitar solo. I'll play it one more time real slow. I'll play it right this time. I've been playing it wrong this whole time, although that's not how I play it live. I've been showing that I'm coming down on that third string. It's the 4th fret. Solo. Then the second solo is a little funkier. So he's using like 6th on this, like pedal steel kind of intervals. So I'll play it moderately tempo beginning. Again. Alright, so there's a lot going on in this solo. So for the beginning of it, we're walking in or walking up to little pickup notes into the solo. We're starting here on the first on the first position, our first position, on the 2nd fret. So we're doing a little thirds walk up kind of thing. They're chromatic walk up. And we're doing the pick on the top string and the finger underneath. Just kind of a roll. And then the last one we're hitting them in together, double stop. So that's the first section of that. And then that's the pickup going into the guitar solo. And then the guitar solo starts here, and we're in an A position. And what we're doing is we're playing these 6ths, like what are pedal steel, very pedal steel sounding. So your middle finger is on the 3rd string. Your first finger, index finger's on the 1st string. So you're skipping. These patterns, I always like think you're skipping a string. You're like, straddling a string, and so they're very melodic in this sense. Which is a very country thing, but Pete Anderson's just using this very country, very melodic country thing and making it more bluesy sounding. So coming into that. So he's just doing bends on this. So leading into this, and then we go. That's slowed down there. So it's just going. So you get the first two here, straight, and then when you walk up here to the 9th fret, then you're going to bend up on that 3rd string and let it come down. You're not doing so much of a bend on this one when you're coming back down. Kind of like a quarter bend. Then you're sliding into that 5th and 6th fret with your 1st and middle finger there. So I'll play that little section slow. So that's that part. And so you're just using these. We're in the A chord right now of the song, and so we're just playing these 6th intervals of that A chord. And now the part of the solo goes to the E chord. So we're doing that same form, but now we're doing it up here in the E chord. So here's your E chord. So here's your A. It's the same chord formation, just in a different place. So now that we're using the same chord formation, but in a different, part of the neck, we're using that same pattern, just in a different chord. So leading into that is, and then we're going to go to the E and do almost the same thing. That ain't even right. Yeah. So. So this time he's putting the chromatic in there of it, so it's doing 2 bends. And then ending kind of a vibrato there on that. So that slowed down is, that's that section. So what we got so far, next section is so we're doing another bend there, which is on the 16th fret with the middle and the ring finger on the 1st and 3rd, bending on the 3rd string. So that's what we came into, and then does a bend coming back down it. Slide down to there. Do that, and then we're going to do a bend down, like coming down on a bend, already pre-bend and coming down with our middle finger on the 13th fret, 3rd string. We're bending down on that and then hitting on the 4th string with our ring finger on the 14th fret. It's hard to play slowed down. Yeah. Oh, and I'm hitting the E string, the very 1st string, right before I go into that bend. So that's really how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it. I was playing it wrong before. Gets the same effect, which is the formation's easier to play this way if you're using the same pattern you came into. So that's how you do it. Bend down. And then you're going to slide down from there. So you're sliding from that 14th fret down to the 11th fret. And then you're hitting the 9th fret with your 1st finger on that 3rd string. And then we're going to hit the pinky on this 12th fret on the 1st string. We're doing a pre-bend there again on the third string at the 11th fret, coming down, bringing it bend like a whole step and bringing it down. So that's the whole section there. Alright, so what we got so far. Try that again. So you bend that down on that third string, then let off of it, and then be hitting the ninth fret with your first finger there. So then after that, we got. Then we're going to slide back up here to this A position again. We're going to hit the first string with our first finger on the 5th fret, and then kind of do it like a half bend with the middle finger on the 6th fret, 3rd string, and then land with the ring finger on the 7th fret, 4th string. Almost there. So it's after this part, so we're hitting this kind of sliding down from that 7th fret to the 4th fret. Kind of hitting the same little thing that we did in the first solo. So that part is, which I think I'm leaving something out there. Yeah. Doing on that section there is that's it. So like that, you're sliding from this 7th fret down to the 4th, and then you're going to be hitting the 2nd fret with your first finger on that 3rd string. And then the 4th and the 2nd fret on the 4th string. I'm going to do a bend down on this 5th string on the 2nd fret, and then you're there. So that's the whole solo. So slow down one more time. One more time. Slow down and practice that as slow as you can, and when you get it, you'll get it up to speed. Then it'll sound like that or better. So that's the 2 solos, the guitar solos to Guitars Cadillacs by Dwight Yoakam, and thanks. If you got anything else you'd like to learn on the guitar, if I know it, I'll teach it to you. If I don't know it, I'll teach it to you very slowly and poorly. Or I'll figure it out and teach it to you. My name is Monroe Goodman. Check out my music at michaelmonroegoodman.com. You can hear my original songs on there and guitar solos that you never heard before. Thanks.